Hey guys, we got an image here from Entertainment Weekly. We got our first look at Misty Knight's bionic arm from Luke Cage Season 2. So if you haven't seen Defenders, you should be not watching this video whatsoever. But obviously you know that from the comics she gets bionic arm. But if you don't want to know anything about Defenders, leave this video now and we'll come back after you finish the Defenders. Yeah, getting into this, here's first look at her arm. We saw that in Defender she gets it chopped off, and here we have it. Look here. And I think it looks interesting the way it looks here. I mean, in the comic books it had different looks. I'm going to try and put some of the on screen and stuff like that with it throughout this video. But in the comic books it's mostly like gold, bright gold, or something I've seen a different, like a red type thing, metal. But it always had like a metal look, and even some versions of it where it looked. I saw pictures online from the comics where it looked like it looked almost like Winter Soldier's arm, just minus the red star on the shoulder and stuff like that. So it is interesting, this arm, and from what I see in the pictures in the comics, she had her full arm chopped off from the shoulder completely down, and it was a whole new shoulder ball joint and everything. It was all robotic. But in the show, she had a couple of inches of arm left off, so it was just above the in the middle of from the shoulder and the elbow is where she got it cut off. So I think that was kind of interesting that they did that for her. I guess it allows them to make it easier for them to make a prosthetic arm and have it attached and have a little bit of arm left for them to attach to and not have to cover up so much for the show. I think that makes sense. But from the look of this arm, this does not get me excited at all, this arm. I mean, the idea of the arm gets me excited, and I just can't wait to see what it does, how it works. I mean, it was pretty much like, I haven't read much of any Misty Knight comics or anything like that, but from what I've been reading around online, it's pretty much like a Swiss Army knife type thing. In the original, in the comics, it was done by Stark, and then she gets one where it's just kind of a metal and it just crushes thing, the first one. I think that's what I read on Marvel Wiki or something like that, where it's just kind of a strong arm that can just crush things and do kind of just this regular super arm type thing, robotic arm type thing. And then there's another one that she got it revamped. Got another one from Tony Stark where it had the repulsors and had hot and cold powers, where she could freeze things or melt things with hot powers, and then crush things and lift a lot of stuff. And I think it's gonna be pretty interesting. And then I've watched a few people talk about this picture and stuff, and the different ideas with this, how she could be pretty strong with that arm, but at the same time her rest of her body can't be that strong. So she could probably lift up, this arm could probably lift up that car and hold it up over her head and stuff like that, but she can't because her knees would just break out through that. The rest of her body would just crumble underneath that arm type thing. So I think that's going to be interesting to see how that plays, how she plays with that, and how she's getting used to this. Hopefully, I mean, not too much of the first season of the Luke Cage would be kind of her learning this arm, but I think it'd be cool to see at least one or two episodes where she's kind of learning how to use it, and she slowly learns how to do different things with it. I think that could be cool to see her progress with that. But based off the look of this, to me this just looks like a regular prosthetic arm that you can get out there. I mean, there is videos out there of Robert Downey Jr. bringing a 3D printed arm to a little kid who lost his arm, and it would look just like Iron Man, and he wore his Iron Man arm on that. So that was just a great thing. I think he did Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. did with I think it was Make-A-Wish or something like that. So that was kind of cool seeing that. So I think it's kind of interesting that they went with this. It just looks like one that anyone with a decent money could get out there. I mean, there's a little bit of gold on there. And this kind of looks, I mean, it looks plasticky right here to me, but maybe, when they digital it up or something like that, or they change, or how it changes or something. I think it's definitely going to be interesting to see how it looks and how it works and stuff like that, because I really want it to be something that kind of, she could, just do a fist bump with Luke Cage and not worry about breaking, about him not having to worry about, breaking anything, and stuff like that. So that would be cool. Also, it would be cool to see if they do a strength test with this. How strong is this arm? Is it going to be? Can she, arm wrestle Luke Cage? Could she beat him? And if she can't beat Luke Cage with an arm wrestle with this, could she beat Jessica and stuff like that? That would be a cool way. Maybe she's stronger than Jessica, easily beat Jessica in an arm wrestle, but not be able to beat Luke Cage and be kind of halfway between the two of them. I think that would be a cool place for that kind of thing between Jessica and Luke Cage. But I would say a little bit more towards Jessica with this arm than Luke, stuff like that, since Luke's whole body is bulletproof and his whole body is super strength and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be fun to see what this does and how things go with this. It's going to be interesting to see where things go. But kind of like this thing, like I said, it doesn't look like you know, super arm or anything like that. It doesn't look like a bionic arm, just looks like a prosthetic arm, and that's kind of the problems that I have with the look of it right now. I want it to look like a bionic arm, like a fictional bionic arm, rather than looking like just a prosthetic arm that someone has that can barely, that's you know, that kind of hinders them rather than helping, than being a bionic arm that helps, gives her a superpower type thing. So I don't really see the superpower in there. You know, I mean, even saw some pictures where she was kind of like, fist was kind of glowing like Iron Fist type thing. So that would be cool with different things like that. And it being Danny Rand technology, since she was in the Rand Hospital and the Defenders, I think that could be interesting to see that and see what different things with that. But I think it's gonna be fun to see where things go with this. How things keep going on and how, what, you know, she decides to do, and maybe if she, you know, gets the full red costume, and she got a bit of a one at the end of Luke Cage season 1, and also her hair, she had the perfect hair from in all of Defenders, and at the end of Luke Cage season 1, don't know why that's gone, but oh well, I guess, you know, hopefully she gets it back or something like that, because that'd be really cool to see her completely with the arm and have it all go out there. So I think it's going to be fun to see where this goes. Definitely can't wait to see what happens with this. Let me know what you think, guys, about the arm. Do you think it looks cheap? What do you think about it? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
You're still here.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Peace.
It's over.